Hey everybody, it is coinpicker.us, and we're going to go ahead and start evaluating the exciting crypto market, which is going to save everybody's bacon when the dollar has its inevitable belly flop. But in any case, let's start out with the big daddy of them all, BTC. And what we can see is that we had a really nice run up here. My bots called it right on the money, thankfully. Um, Basically starting, well, we got it right here on the recent call, but earlier we were in this area. And if you went to coinpicker.us, you would have seen all that. But in any case, long and short of it is we burned off some of the excitement. We could have another move up. Typically, the big moves up start from slightly lower, but we could get a decent sized move up. And this is on a weekly basis. So we are nowhere near topped out on a weekly basis. If we go down to a daily basis, which is where I generally review things, we have plenty of room to run. You could see by this gap here that we still have some upward momentum. So, the long-term Bitcoin holders and the people trading in the weekly range, monthly range, we still have room to run. We are not topped out on the CCI. Now, if we go down to 1 hour range, it actually looks like we're about to reverse upward from our main trend. Not a huge reversal, but could be significant enough to hold on to. So I've been trading BTC lately. Now, if we go to Solana, actually, everybody's probably also interested in Ethereum. I'm not the world's biggest Ethereum fan. Ethereum's got a different story. Ethereum is basically saying on an hourly basis that it it could have a decent sized reversal because it's burnt off a lot of its excitement. Let's see, on a 4 hour basis, actually looks like it's heading down on a 4 hour basis. Daily basis, almost trending straight on a daily basis. And on a weekly basis, it actually looks like it's got more of a downward trajectory on a weekly basis. Definitely not overbought. Could could continue up with the rest of the market, but it doesn't look like BTC, or excuse me, ETH is going to be a massive leader. But I was going to show you Solana, which I am trading and I am a huge fan of. I personally, having done development, I personally think that Solana just blows away Ethereum. It got over. Let me just see if I can get rid of this here. No, I don't want to maximize that pain. Basically, it got way overexcited here, and my trend predictor said it was going to drop, which it did. Um, this is my personal one, the one that I developed for my company. It's based somewhat on CCI, has a little bit of that, but it factors in factors in more and gives you more detailed information. It's much more reliable, I've found. Um, Here it says that basically Solana is steadying out. I was all in from here on up based on my indicators, as the CCI also would have given you that um, here on up, and realized that it was going to sort of parallel out and stop trending aggressively higher at this point. But it still has room to go. It's not at this peaky level where you could tell it's definitely going to downturn. Some of these levels here, it's nowhere near that. So it still has room to run on an hourly basis. Let's see where we're at on an hourly basis. We definitely still have downward momentum on an hourly basis. In fact, we're getting near a point where it's a smoking fantastic buy. This is actually already there. So I'm holding on. I bought just recently a little bit higher than this, so I'm a little bit negative, but I knew I was at that point. But we're at a point where it's going to probably reverse hard to the upside in the not very distant future on the 1 hourly basis. On the daily basis, we don't have that. Daily basis, it's in a trending zone, neither super high or super low. So the other one I've been trading a lot is Link, and I think Link is unusual in that it has a very strong business case, meaning every connected app between the crypto world and the main financial world, or inter crypto world, um, needs Link. And so it's got a very so it's this is saying it's got a definitely has strong upside potential still. It is overbought in the CCI. So CCI tends to be earlier and not quite as accurate as mine. Mine is slower to respond, my system, but it tends to be a bit more accurate. You don't get head faked quite as much. This is an example. Right here on CCI, I would have said short the daylights out of it. Mine said, no, not so fast. It's going to go down. It's going to trend or go down a little bit, but it's still in the region where it can go up. Now up here is where my indicator said, yes, you definitely want to start shorting it because you could see that the green was going down. This says on a daily basis that Link still has room to go. So if you're day trading, it's a great opportunity. Now, my particular indicator I turned into a bot, and so you can trade different cryptos with the bot. And I've also got a BTC only one, which has been really good, and it's a longer term indicator. The other one I've been trading some, and I don't think the news is great on it. It went up like crazy, and now let's see where we're at. Oh, you know what? It doesn't even have enough data to trade. Let's see if we have an hour data. Yeah, we do. We have hourly basis. Oh, see, this is beautiful. On an hourly basis, it says it's about ready to reverse hard. Now, I bought slightly higher up here. I knew I was buying it earlier. I wasn't worried about it. I knew I bought up at a risky place. I wasn't worried about it because I'm holding it for a while. But it says right now that it's dropped a lot and that it's going to probably reverse hard up on an hourly basis. We don't have enough data for a daily basis. But in any case, so the big picture is this. Let's go back to BTC basically tells us the overarching crypto world picture. And on an hourly basis, oh, we're about to get a visit here. About to get a visit. There we go. Okay. On an hourly basis, we are not quite reversing yet, and we're not at a low point on an hourly basis. So we could see some trending, which is what we're actually seeing. It's not high, it's not low. It's just moving in a zone. 3 hours, which I never advertise, we're still headed down in a 3 hour basis. Let's see, 2 hours headed down, 4 hours headed down. So we are still going to be burning off some of the excess. Now, on the daily basis, we still have a move up, which is great for slightly longer traders. And then on a weekly basis, this is interesting. It looks like we're about to reverse back up. So the overall trend, as you can see, since a while ago, early or late last year, is up, and that's based on degradation of the dollar and debt markets and a bunch of things, and people discovering that Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. So with this overall trend in place, and we're not overly excited, meaning we're not at a crazy high level where we would get a drop like this. CCI has already burnt off its high level, which is fantastic. So that means that we still have some room to run to the upside on a weekly basis, which drives the daily basis. And the daily basis says we still have a little bit of room we could run before this begins to reverse. And I wouldn't expect a massive move up. I would expect slight uptrend, slight trending, and then at some point, unfortunately, I hate to even admit this. This is not the way I'd like to see this market trend, but basically, this whole thing seems to be oriented on the Federal Reserve's open mouth committee, mostly. And people are saying, oh, it's the halving. If you look back at that, that is not nearly as impactful. Those kinds of things, it's not nearly as impactful as what happens with fiat currencies that feed the Bitcoin market. So that is the report for today. Thank you so much for watching. My site isn't back up yet, but you can join the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you would. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll be back with more analysis. And what I'd like to do is give the holders, the hodlers, if you want to call them, long-term perspective, and then the weekly traders, the monthly traders, and even the short-term traders, some perspective on what to expect in the near term. And the near term is ZetaChain is one of the only ones that looks like it's about to bounce up again. Ethereum, Solana, all the others trending, not huge moves up, not necessarily huge moves down. That's the core message for right now. The longer term picture is Bitcoin still has quite a good bit of runway left to go to the upside, which will mean eventually the market will as well. So thank you so much, and we will see you again soon.